Joining me in the studio, we have Wema Bank. The bank returned to profitability in full year 2013, swinging from a loss of 5 billion to a profit after tax of 1.5 billion naira. Now, the bank recorded substantial growth in total assets, which rose 35% to 330.9 billion naira against 245.7 billion the previous year, and significant contraction in non-performing loans. Joining us to unpack the numbers is Segun Oloketuyi, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Wema Bank. Thank you so much, Segun, for taking the time out to join us. It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, it's quite an interesting story for Wema Bank. I mean, you've been on a journey back to profitability. Tell us just briefly what it's been and how you were able to achieve your current growth.
Tough one, I would say. Started this journey way back in June 2009. I came on board as with my team of new management. The bank didn't have capital. Of course, long history of losses. And we set in motion a three-phase plan to reorientate things in the bank, to re-energize the bank, as it were. And at the end of the day, close of year 2013, we were able to return to profitability. Of course, we did this on the back of low recovery, aggressive low recovery. We did this on the back of a sale of a number of our non-performing loans to AMCON. We did it on the back of two capital raises in the process in the period of 2009 to 2013. So we then have a recapitalized bank. We have a bank where we then were able to set up contemporary infrastructure to drive our business. A bank where we have made a lot of investment in people, a lot of investment in our process re-engineering and all that. And really what you've seen in 2013 results is at the beginning of the fruit of the labor that has gone into this in the last 4 years.
Apparently. Now, I'm looking at some of your indicators, year-on-year growth from your 2013 earnings. Total assets up 35%, customer deposits up 25%, and loan and advances up 34%. Now, I'm particularly interested in your customer deposits. During that period, those years of losses, and of course, trying to return back to profitability, Wema Bank was in the news, many times, and of course, for obvious reasons. What has customer loyalty been like? And apparently many customers have remained loyal to the bank. How were you able to keep that loyalty?
We unpack our program to investors as well as to our customers. A lot of what we did was actually have a lot of engagement with our customers to let them know what we want to do as a new team in the bank. But one thing that stands for Wema as a major strength is loyalty of our customers. We have,
because they still, regardless of all that's happened, all the headwinds you've gone through, that brand, you think customers still see it as strong and reliable?
Very strong and reliable. We have behind us 68 years of solid history. A lot of these customers have been with us in our good days. Of course, in the bad days, they didn't abandon us. And we're lucky to have on board a management that also was able to convince that the bad days were over. Okay,
let's talk about your strategies going forward. I mean, there's so much competition, especially in the retail space now. We see the tier 1 banks now struggling, with the tier 2 banks in that space. So, I mean, what is your strategy, and what would be a key strength for Wema Bank, that edge that you probably would have, over other banks?
Our customers largely today are retail customers. Now, our strategy for the bank is we have a project we call Project Leap. Project Leap is actually to leverage all that we have as strength. We leverage our brand, we leverage our people, we leverage our technology to ensure that we actually come out from being a free player as a bank to being a major player, and a major player focusing on retail and focusing on SME. A lot of product developments, a lot of the platform we have developed technologically, it's helping us in achieving that. And we currently have about slightly less than 2% of the market. Our strategy is to double that market share in the next.
Oh, that would be interesting to see.
In the next 3 years.